We wrap up our conversation now on the Delaware Way with the new Economic Development Director of Wilmington, Jeff Flynn. You talked about all of these goals, and some of them are lofty goals, but it sounds like it could be achievable. But doesn't it all have to start, and you mentioned this, to get families to come here, to get young people to come here, and to make Wilmington hipper? It has to be safe, and you have to have better schools. Is that fair to say?
Yes, definitely safe, and some of our schools are very good, and I'm not an expert in that area, but we have a lot to celebrate about our schools, and I'll just give a real quick anecdote. Larry, we have a woman in our office, our development director for small and minority business, Ms. Danita Thomas. She moved her family down from Philadelphia to Wilmington. She was in a private school up in the Philadelphia area. Her child now is at P.S. DuPont, and she's thrilled with it. So I think that our education system here in Delaware and in Wilmington has some challenges, but I also want to be clear that there are some bright spots, especially when I guess it depends on perspective too.
And P.S. DuPont's where the mayor went, right? Isn't that's his school?
Yes,
I think.
Yes, it is indeed.
I just looked that up a moment ago. Yeah. Real quickly though, the crime rate has to come down. I mean, just even the public relation problem with that. People don't want to come here because they think it's unsafe. That has to be tied to anything that you're going to do.
It is, and crime is a complex issue. It's a complex social issue, and there's real crime issues that we need to address, and there's some perception issues. An example of a perception issue is we continually be unfairly ranked in these national rankings. And some of that has to do with a numerator-denominator issue in that Wilmington is only 10 square miles. There's 75,000 people in the population, and we do have some 4 or 5 areas of the city where there's sort of dense crime.
It's
but
true.
if you start to take the city and draw the circle a little larger and maybe capture the metropolitan statistical area, 350,000, 400,000 people, our per capita crime rate starts to look a little bit similar to other cities like Baltimore and Philadelphia. So, but that's not good enough.
No, but I like, look, the city's going in the right direction. I like your new police chief. You haven't had a murder for a couple of months, which is extremely significant. And so it's getting off in the right direction, and I think hiring you was also getting off in the right direction. We're wrapping this up now, but I really appreciate the time. Thank you so much for coming in today.
My pleasure.
Jeff Flynn, the new Economic Development Director for the City of Wilmington. Certainly you have your work cut out for you. Good luck.
Indeed. Thank you, Larry.
We'll see you next week.